There's one. It's a nice thing about cloudy days. You get that perfect lighting where something breaks the reflection, something chasing bait or something like that, or chasing your lure. Comes something. Got him. Big one. Big one. Well, good morning, guys. Cold, wet, dreary morning, that is. But I actually think that might play a factor in the results that we're gonna have today. Should be able to get on some pretty nice smallmouth. So I'm gonna start by throwing this Eclipse Craw. So these are actually not the cheapest crawls in the market, to be honest with you. But with that being said, these are also a very durable crawl, and there's not really a lot of them on the market. This is one of the stretchy plastics, so the crawls aren't going to get pulled off. And as you know, sometimes smallmouth will just hammer it, not get a hook in them. They'll get the pinchers because smallmouth like to take off the weapons, so to speak, of the prey that they're eating. So take out the pinchers, and then sometimes they'll come back and kill the crawfish itself. But so yeah, you have the durability of these. You can rig these in multiple ways like you can other crawls. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying these are the best. I'm just simply saying these are not the cheapest, but they are a very effective lure, and I've been using them for years, and I mean, they're tried and true for me. But this is what we're gonna start with today. I don't know what we're gonna end with, but I have a feeling, like I said, we'll be able to get on some pretty good fish with this. The only two ways that I really rig it are the Ned rig, which you saw there. This is actually a 1/10 ounce Ned rig, so it's pretty light. And then I use a sled jig and kind of like a Texas rig type way, which if you watch my prior videos, I've shown. But if you haven't, I'll probably show that in the near future too, whenever I use these more through the summer. These crawls, they come in a 5-pack. I believe they're like 15 bucks. I mean, I'll pop it up on the screen because I'm not sure off the top of my head. So like I said, they are one of the more expensive brands out there. But one thing I also like about them is you can choose multiple color variations. The color I'm using is the Eclipse, kind of has the orange little tip pinchers. They're also coming out with some new colors. There we go. Oh, there was one. That's typically the kind of bites that I get with this. I'll throw it out there. Like I said, I'm using a 1/10 ounce. I'm using something pretty light. And it has that slow fall. But so the attention to details in these crawls, I mean, it's really lifelike, especially this color, in my opinion, for the crawls in my area. So as it's slowly falling down, they'll come over, freaking choke it. It catches you off guard sometimes too. There's one. I don't think it's the same one. Ooh, dropped you, slipped out of my hands. Sorry, bud. You know where you're going? There you go. Jeez, that guy gave me a second shower. Splashed all that water in my face. Oh, as soon as it hit the water. See, that's exactly what I was saying. It catches you off guard. Oh, they're there. We're gonna catch more. See, right there, one just jumped. As soon as my line hit the water, as soon as my lure hit the water. And the reason I'm fishing this as a Ned right now is because we don't have a lot of the river grass that grows up as the water warms up and the temperatures warm up. They get so much grass in this area, it's impossible to throw an exposed hook. So I'm just taking full advantage of that now. But when the grass comes up, that's usually when I switch to a sled jig. And as far as the update for the giveaway, I've reached out to all the companies that are gonna donate, contribute to the giveaway. So once I get all the packages and lures and plastics and everything, that's whenever I'll do the giveaway. So just be patient with me, but it is coming. And as for the Bull Bay rods, after talking with them, we decided you're gonna be able to pick any Banshee you want, whether it's a caster, spinner, travel rod. They're gonna send a gift card. I'm just gonna let them know who the winner is. So then Bull Bay will be contacting you to send you the gift card. So that's how the rod's gonna work. And to touch back on what I was saying earlier about the smallmouth eating it on the fall whenever you bomb your cast out there. That being said, I'm actually using the Banshee. This is a medium heavy. It's a 6'8". So just that extra backbone in case they smoke it when it's way out there. Just helps you get that leverage on a decent hook set. I gotta say, I feel like I got tapped. I did. I was saying they'll eat it on the fall. Man, his mouth is so small I can barely get the crawl out. Jeez. Yeah, I felt a tap when I cast it out there. I reeled it in a little bit, felt another tap. There he was, little guy. Even when I'm reeling this back in, I used to be on the boat and I'd be reeling in the crawl, and I'd look down and there'd be a fish swimming chasing the crawl. So even now, whenever I'm reeling my crawls in, whatever crawl it is, I'll reel in, and before I finish reeling, I'll stop. Just because, I said, a lot of times bass will chase in your crawl. And if you pause it, that's whenever they'll hit it, strike it. Just a good habit to get into. Help you land a few extra fish. That's what it's about. That's what the channel's about. Coming out, catching fish, inspiring people, motivating people, giving tips along the way. I mean, I want us all out there catching fish. And if you guys are interested in these crawls, I'll leave a link in the description. If you use code VIN10, it'll actually save you 10% too. Definitely just got bit right there. I was too busy flapping my gums. Oh man. I think this is one of those situations where he keeps hitting the crawls or the pinchers. He's not getting a bait in his mouth, because I know I didn't get a hook in him yet. All right, last cast, and then I'm gonna see if this rain will let up a little bit, go dry off, get some lunch in us, and we'll be back out here. Well, the rain finally quit, so I decided to come back out. I put the crawl away because they were short striking it. I actually wanted to try these little treble heads. So this is a 6 cents. It's a line through treble head, basically threaded into your plastic. This is one of those baby Z2s. Tie a treble hook on the back of it, and yeah, that's how you rig it. But I figured if these smallies are gonna slap at it, a treble hook should help with some better hookups than that single hook. But yeah, very interesting, so to speak, design. But let's see how practical it is. I mean, I'm sure you could use this with a little paddle tail. I was gonna put it on a Hasdong, but I figured I'll just put it on one of these Elastec baits, which is a baby Z2, and I'll just flutter it. Oh, just got hit right there. That's what I mean. That's what I want to see, like how good the hookup ratio is, if you miss a lot of fish. So I have no idea. There we go. I watched him come in and eat it. It's a big old fall fish. Not the species we're looking for, but we caught something. There, he popped off. Yeah, I saw something creeping in. I didn't know what it was. And then whenever he went after it, I could see what it was. I'm trying to keep the hook up closer to the head because I'm assuming they're going to strike it head first. A fish? Oh, that was a fish. What is that? Saw its fin there for a second. I mean, this bait's definitely getting some action. Makes me wonder if I should just go to weightless. One thing I am noticing right off the bat, my line's starting to get a little messed up from that metal head. Definitely not a big fan of that, but anyway, I'm gonna go weightless. We're gonna go get this baby Z2, and we're just gonna throw it around weightless because I feel like that's gonna make the difference. All right, Z2'd up again. This time it's weightless. But yeah, we know there's fish out here. Well, I know there's fish out here because I was missing them on the crawfish. Got a couple strikes on that little line through treble thingy. I think the weightless is going to be the approach. I mean, weightless is like the most defensiveless bait, like representation you can do. There's one. Doesn't feel bad. All right, we're starting to figure them out a little bit better. Only took a few casts. There we go, first little guy. Well, first little guy this afternoon. And I do want to continue to throw around that craw. Just like I said, they weren't really fully committing to eating. And I was getting all those short strikes, so that's why I want to try something weightless and said completely helpless. I know there's got to be some big ones mixed in with these little ones. I saw that weight come after it, just got tapped. Oh, missed him. Oh, just missed another one. Again, I don't think I got a hook in him. Kind of just grabbed it and I lifted up a little bit. I never set the hook, then he was off. Got him. I knew that was a bigger fish. Not a bad one at all. That was wild seeing that though. All right, getting a little bit bigger. Still really fun fishing this lure. Like I said, just watching them swirl on it like that. And if you just let it sit, I usually come back for it. All right, thanks for the fight, bud. Oh, look at that wake right there. Something moving in. That was the weirdest thing ever, unless it was one of those little wind wakes. It's a nice thing about cloudy days. You get that perfect lighting where something breaks the reflection, something chasing bait or something like that, or chasing your lure. It's just an easy giveaway. Come something. Got him. Oh, he came off. That was giant, whatever that was. Oh man, I was just speaking of the weight coming up and that weight came up. Oh, son of a gun. All right, well that gives us hope because, like I said, I knew there'd be big ones around here. Must have just skin hooked them. There we go. That's a nice one too. Well, at least we know where they're schooling up at. All right, kind of makes up for that one we just lost. I mean, it definitely is not fun losing big fish, but one thing I know is you don't have the opportunity to hook into another one if you don't keep casting. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. It's part of fishing. If you can't take the pain of losing a fish, you should not be a fisherman because it's gonna happen. You're not gonna land them all. As much as I'd like to tell you you do or you can, nope. I think that's what keeps us fishing. There's another one, little guy. That's what keeps us fishing too, is like when we hook into a big one, well then we know there's big ones out there, even if we didn't land them. So it makes us want to get back out there for the opportunity to hook into another one. Thanks, little guy. And just like that craw, I mean, these baby Z2s, this is still the same baby Z2 I've been using the past couple of videos. Same with the craw. If you don't snap off and lose it, these plastics will last you forever. I mean, this morning, whenever I tied on that craw, I was gonna make this video all about the craw, but after getting all those short strikes, sometimes you just have to change it up. It's just sometimes as anglers, we can get in our own way and be like, you know, I'm gonna use this lure all day. I mean, catch fish on it, don't get me wrong. I'm sure if I tied on the crawl again right now, I'd probably get on some more, but it just seems like a lot of these bass at this moment are just keying in on a lot of bait fish. And it's a big majority of that. So we have these schools, big schools of minnows that move up through here. And a couple miles upstream, there's a dam, so you can't really go any farther than that. Get him? Yep. Wasn't sure if he was hooked. Yeah, this one's a little bit better. choked that one. There we go. Look how dark that one is. Fortunately, he has like a sore on his lip there. Heal up and grow, bud. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm a little damp, want to go home and warm up. But as you can see, that crawl, I mean, it works. If you have not tried them, definitely give them a try. With all the color variations, I mean, I'm sure you can find something that's a perfect match for your area. Plus, if you use code VIN10, you can save 10%. Again, they are a little pricey, I'm gonna be honest with you, but they are durable and they do last many, many fish. But I'll see you guys soon. Stay fishing, stay anchored. All right, a little bonus action for you guys that watch this till the end. But I had to get the crawl back out. I feel like we can get on some, probably some big ones, but I don't know unless I try, so let's give it the old full send. Big one, big one. This is a nice one. Heck yeah. That's why I wanted to come back out and throw that crawl. These crawfish, I'm telling you, they just get better quality fish. Heck yeah. It's a nice bonus fish right there. Thanks for the fight, bud.